appearance today. Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all really well. It's Thursday and it's crafting live day. Um wow. One second while we just have a look, see what's going on, see if we are up and running. Yay, there we are. One second while we just have a look. Oh, you can hear me twice. Let me turn the sound down. There we go. Hello there, Maisie's little bum is here. Are you going to come and sit next to me? We've had a chair swap, haven't we? I'm sat in Maisie's chair and she's going to have to sit in mine. There you go. Hello guys, I hope you're all really well. Let me, now she's disappeared off, I'll switch to the other view so that you can see my face. You can see Ant's chair is here, but we have no Anthony tonight. He is he's actually tidying up downstairs. We've just had our dinner and yeah, and then I think he's going to get himself in bed because he's pretty tired today. We've had a busy few days and so he is still recovering and recuperating from his ops. So he's gonna go and relax while we relax doing some crafting. So instead of Anne, I have got my little friend Maisie here. She is enjoying a little cuddle now, which I can't be cuddling you all the while because we've got cards to make. So how is everyone this evening? I hope you're all having a really good week. As always, let me just shut this door so that we've not got so much noise. So yes, I hope you're all having a good week. I hope you enjoyed the Black Friday sales. I know that they can be a little bit much. There's so many things. It's sale, and we try not to overdo it, but obviously we want to use the time to give you some good bargains. And we want to thank everybody that did join in with the sale because it was a tremendous weekend for us. It's been super busy. We've got all of your orders out now. Everything should be, if it's not already with you, it should be on its way. And as always with these things, there's a couple of items missed out of a couple of orders, which we've sorted today as well. So thank you for your patience on that. When we've got that many orders and there's just myself and Aunt packing them, sometimes it can be a little bit hard to keep on top of things. So yes, so thank you for your patience on that. But we've everything's out there now. All your goodies should be with you or on their way. So I hope you're getting to use them and craft along with me tonight. Do let me know if you did get anything in the sale and what you got and what you're crafting. You can't wait to craft with. Also, let me know if you're crafting along tonight or if you're just chilling and sitting back and watching me craft. I'm watching little Maisie here, who has come and sat back because she knows this is where the attention is. So she's come and sat here because she knows that that's where all the action is, instead of sitting on a chair, because she knows that that's not where it's all happening, is it? So, well, let's crack on. So, oh, hi, Lynn. Your parcel arrived today. Yay! Well done. So, let us know what you can't wait to start crafting with, or there's something that you'd been dying to get your hands on that you got in the sale. But thank you everyone who did purchase something, because I know we're getting towards Christmas as well, which is a tough time, but sales really do help. So if you have been, cutting down on the number of crafty purchases that you've been making recently, then having a good sale like a Black Friday can really help, can't it? So, well, now we've got Maisie here just chilling with us. She may have to, feature because she's not looking like moving, are you? So let's make a start because hi Alison, how are you? I'm thinking that I wanted to do something Christmassy because I haven't done anything Christmassy yet. I'm always very late in the day and I did just want to do something quite quick and simple, but cute. always. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling, a bit of ink blending, because I love to do a bit of ink blending, as you know, and then just use some of our Christmassy characters to put together a really quick and simple card that you might be able to recreate quite quickly yourselves if you're batch making cards. You could just change up the sentiment, maybe add a die cut sentiment, something like that, just to make it more more personal perhaps. So let me switch views, so because you don't want to be looking at me. So still on the webcam, which, you know, when we looked back at it, it actually does, it's not too bad. I don't think it does seem to curve a little bit, which is kind of weird, but that's okay. The picture quality is pretty good from what we could see. So if anybody's got any thoughts, do just pass them on. We just thought that we looked really pale on the on the you know, when the camera was on us, because we've got so many lights around us that it can sometimes wash us out. So can you see this big fluffy tail and these little fluffy little yeti feet? Sorry, am I poking your feet? Look how fluffy these feet are. It's never right, is it? So it looks like Maisie might just be sitting there to observe proceedings. And you can see that I've already got out a few of my stamp sets. Now, they're not all Christmas related. So I got the Doggone Mutts and the Sweet Village out because I thought these would be really cute to make into Christmas themed cards. So they're not Christmassy. I thought a little Christmassy village with maybe some snow on top of those little houses would be cute, but that is going to involve a lot of colouring and probably isn't going to be that quick. Same with the doggies. But I do remember a card made by one of the design team, and I'm so sorry, I think it might have been Natalie, who's no longer on the team but is a big Time for Tea friend, and she'd made all of the little dogs like little hats, and they were in a snow setting, and it just looked really cute, and I loved that idea. So yeah, so I think maybe she even fashioned a scarf for one of them somehow, but I loved that idea. However, on reflection, I think that might take us too long, because the idea, like I say, is to do something quite quick. I also really wanted to do something with our little snowmen. However, these are currently out of stock. So I don't want to use something that is out of stock and that you can't really, you know, you can't replicate. So they will be coming back into stock, and will be great for the winter time, because they're not really a Christmas as such, they're more wintry. I know they have got the lights and stuff, but they are dressed for winter, and obviously we have snowmen all through the winter time when it's snowing on us. So I think they will, I'm hoping they will be in before Christmas, but yeah, it might be too late for any Christmas cards, but more your winter cards. So we're not going to use those. So that leaves our cute little gingerbread family, or our penguin family. Now, the gingerbread family I think are so adorable, and we did just make a cute little gingerbread house for our kitties, who, you know, not sat in it right now, but they have really enjoyed sitting in it. So we have made them a little cat house, like a gingerbread house. So that would be kind of cute. So I am considering whether we do this, because I think that would be super sweet. But again, quite a bit of colouring. Or we can use our penguins, and I think I'm probably going to go with the penguins, because I can picture this being a really quite cute and simple card, but still really pretty. And the use of the igloo, colouring in the penguins is quite easy because they're all the same sort of colour. So I'm thinking that this one's going to be quite a sweet one to do. And I've got two ideas. Do I do a stencil with the wonky shape stencil, or do I do a little bit of the windowed die? Let me just try and find it so that you can see what it is that I'm wittering on about. Where is it? Ah, here we go. So this is the stitched window cover die. This is really cute one for obviously having a little critter in each of those windows. So I have a feeling, and you can use it either way, because normally I use it that way up, but you could use it this way and have your sentiment at the top and then have some little penguins. I'm going with that, and it would look really cute with the gingerbread men as well, because you could have the gingerbread men in each of the little holes as well. Ooh, that would be quite cute, wouldn't it? With the Have a Sweet Christmas. Oh, I'm very tempted, but no. So you could replicate this card with the gingerbread men if you've got them, or with the penguins. I mean, you know, you could use any of your time for tea sets really. What are you poking? Look at the little feet. Hi there, little foot. Hello. Look at the fur coming out of these feet. Have you ever seen anything so cute? Mummy poking your feet. Who's that? Uh-oh, we've heard trouble outside. Right, so let's get some card, and let's get a thought on what sort of colour scheme we're going to use. I don't know, and another reason why I want to do this one as well, or the snowmen, was because it is so cold here at the moment. I don't know if it's the same where you guys are, but the weather, it's so cold, and we're expecting it to snow. So I wanted to do something that had got a little bit of a snowy theme to it. Excuse me while I have a little drink there. So yeah, because I think, yeah, we're definitely in the season for snow. So I do have, I believe, some cardstock knocking around. So let's have a little look through my card. So this is my stamping card, so I'm going to pop that to one side. This is a nice piece of white card that I could use, but what I'm thinking I might do, have I got a card base in here? I need an A6 card base because my window cover die is A6. So I think these might all be A2 from what I can see. I think they're a selection of A2 size. So we need an A6 size card base. What's this one? This looks like it might be one. Yep, that's an A6. That's good. Good. Pop that back in there. So I did wonder whether, rather than just cutting it out of plain white cardstock, which is kind of my go-to, do we cut it out of something a bit more exciting for winter? And I do have lots of lovely glitter bits of paper that I could use. I've got some holographic card, we've got all the glitter cards, we've got metallics, the silver might be really nice. I do love this metallic because it is very, very shimmery, but I don't normally go for this that kind of bling kind of a effect, and it's a lot in a border. So now seeing it out there up front, I've scared myself, but I do love this colour here. That's very pretty. I'm feeling inspired by that purple and doing a bluey purpley snowy background, which is a little bit different, isn't it? So I'm going to do that because why not? So let's cut out our background first, and I'm going to cut it from this corner because I can see that this corner here has got a little bit of fading. I think it must have been in the sunlight and it's faded a little bit. Excuse your little noggin there. Maisie. I'm just going to cut around it, pop it through the die cutting machine. As you can see, Maisie is helping me tidy this up. Hello to Marie from Pennsylvania. Alison says that she's got gorgeous furry feeties. She absolutely has. How's Pennsylvania, Marie? What time is it there at the moment? It is evening time here. Time that little kittens should be in bed and not laid across my desk, but she does love to take part, don't you? So, excuse me a moment while I just plug in my die cutting machine here and switch this on, and then we're going to make a bit of a noise. So I'm just popping this onto my plates here. I'm popping this through my machine. You're going to hear that crunch. And I think I will also use a bit of foam behind it. How about that? I knew she'd enjoy playing with that bit. So I am going to grab some of my fun foam, which you can see a nice size piece here. So this is, I would say it's about 2 mil in depth of fun foam, and that will create a bit of dimension for this background that we're doing. So again, I'm just going to pop this through the machine. I'm having to demonstrate over the top of Maisie, who is currently eating a bit of cardstock. So that's good. So when she's being sick later, she's throwing up purple cardstock. Ant will be buzzing about that, won't he? She's so cute. So Marie says it's 2:49 p.m, so a nice bit of a Thursday afternoon crafting. Lynn says she's like my black cat, black hair all over my craft table. Oh yeah, all over my chair as well, Lynn. And Marie says she's a gorgeous girl. She so is. I think Thursday night crafting has become one of her favourite things, hasn't it? And I don't know whether it's because I'm talking and she thinks I'm talking to her, because what's this? She responds to the sound of my voice, and yeah, I think we're having a little conversation, aren't we? She's got no idea what I'm saying, have you? But she recognises my voice. So how am I supposed to do this now when you're laid right on my oh, you've dropped that now. I guess I'll have to get that for you, won't I? Why don't you pop it on your chair? Ooh. Maybe you could go and investigate that. There we go. She's going to go and play with it on a chair now, hopefully. Hopefully that means we can get something done now. So, I wish I could show you without making you seasick, because if I change any of the cameras, it'll, yeah, it will make everything go a little bit wonky and wobbly. So, we've now got then, I've managed to cut this out of some, ripped my washi tape there, but we've managed to cut this out now from some foam here, fun foam. I'm killing it. So we can use that now to give us a bit of dimension. So these are the two pieces that we've cut. We've got this frame here, and then we've got the fun foam one. So when I lay that across the top, and like I say, I think I might do it this way just to be a bit different. What do you think, Maisie? You're coming back up, aren't you? Then we've got a little bit of dimension. I don't know if you can see that on camera there. That's just giving it that little bit of depth. So that's going to be really cute. And then we're going to have our little go on, penguins. Oh, so these, I mean, I've never done this, but you should absolutely use your waist, shouldn't you? Because we've now got a bit of dimension for these squares and the rectangle. And maybe you could do a bit of the reverse here and create some little squares in different, there we go. So then you've got the negative and some little characters on there. I think that would look really cute as well, wouldn't it? So I might save those, I might stick those together and use those on a different card, because then you've got the positive and the negative versions. Alison says she's like my boy Brian too. Fluffy pantaloons, tail and feeties. She's enjoying playing with that card too. She is. She's sat down here now, aren't you? She's got bored with it, but she's so fluffy. Erin and Arnie are both so fluffy. It's ridiculous. But they're so cute. But Maisie's feet are so much fluffier than Arnie's, and he's got bigger pantaloons and a longer, like feather duster type tail. It's very cute. Hers is a bit more fat and fluffy. Generally speaking, she is fatter and fluffier, like a denser fluffiness than Arnie. He's very feathery fluffy. Yes, that's probably how I would describe it. So let's stick these together, because I wonder if this is working, this glue. So it's not been used for a little while, so let's try it. Oh yeah, there we go. So let's stick these together, because we know this is going to be our first frame. And then because when you pop foam through a machine like the Gemini, which has got a lot of pressure and is quite strong, you can sometimes end up with the foam squishing a little bit. So what that might mean is that you end up with a little bit of excess around the outsides. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a tiny little bit of excess around the edge, which is not a problem because we can just trim that off. Right, we've now got a situation. I'll just explain because you guys will not be able to see. But we've got Maisie on the inside of the door here. The door's not fully shut, it's just closed too. And there's a cat on the other side, and they're poking each other's paws under the door. So how long do we think it's going to be before somebody pokes somebody too hard and then we get cross? So yeah, she's currently playing. Or is she just playing with the door? I'm not really sure what she's doing. She's being silly. That's what she's doing. So, right, I'm excited about this now because I've got a really good idea how to use these as well. So we may get to that if we get a chance. So I'm going to use my card base. I'm going to go straight onto my card base is the words that I was trying to get out of my mouth there. And I'm going to use some, let's have a look, some shaded lilac, or do I want something a little bit more pinky? What's my milled lavender? Yeah, milled lavender I think is a bit more pinky. And a bit of blue, so a bit of maybe a bit of tumbled glass, or yeah, tumbled glass, that looks really nice. Let's try and keep it quite Or do we do a bit of speckled egg? No, I want to keep it a bit brighter than that. So, blue shades. Salvage patina's a bit brighter, isn't it? But it might be a bit too bright. That's very pretty, isn't it? Don't know how they mix together. Should we test it? Let's do a test. So I'm going to grab a bit of cardstock here just to do a random test. I've got a little random offcut. Hi again. That's a little scrap of cardstock just to see how these blend together. I'm going to get my little stencil mat. Shawnee says, hi Joe, received my Black Friday orders yesterday. Amazing, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Shawnee. I'm so glad that they've arrived safely. Can I move your little fluffy bum? There you go. You stay there. Marie says, silly kitties. They are very silly. You are very silly, aren't you? But you're very cute. I must admit, I do love being in my craft room because there's always one of them in here with me. So earlier on today, I've been doing some design work today. I've been in the office all afternoon, hard at it, haven't we? Yeah, she's either been on the chair next to me or her brother's been on the chair next to me, and she's been in a little box on the shelf that she's decided is hers. It's a little storage box that I would normally have craft supplies in, but she's decided that it's her new little place to perch. Would you like to sit and watch? So we've got a bit of this milled lavender here. So I'm going to get some of this onto my cardstock. This is not my usual crafty cardstock, it's just a scrap, but I want to see how the different colours react with each other. So I want to try this Salvage Patina out as a mix. Lynn says, I forgot to say thank you for my lovely free stamp set too. Very kind of you. Oh, you're very welcome. We really appreciate you all, putting your orders in, and it's nice that we get to be able to do something like that occasionally. So yeah, you're very, very welcome. So we've got a bit of the milled lavender here. I don't know, does that look a little bit murky, a little bit muddy? If we have that behind there, could that look really pretty? That could look really pretty, couldn't it? I think I quite like that, but then I want to deepen that purple a little bit more. So let's have a look at some Wilted Violet, and let's see if we were to add a bit of Wilted Violet over that. Oh, lovely. Very nice. And then if we took that even a step further, we've got some peacock feathers and that aqua brush. I'm really excited as well to let you all know that we do have some more brushes coming. And we took your feedback on board about the colours, and we've tried our very best. It's not an exact science, and we've not seen the samples yet, so we're not 100% sure, but we've tried to match them with some of our favourite Distress Oxides. So we will have brushes that match the Distress Oxides, which I think is going to be so cool and so exciting. So that's what we got so far. I really like that. I think that's going to look really, really cute. Yeah, I'm liking that. Or we could go full on this kind of shade of background. I think more of the aqua, less of the purple, perhaps. That will give a better contrast. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Do you want to play with this piece down here? Or do you want to go over there and in your box? Please move out of the way. Little monkey. Right. Let's just clean off this brush because I want to make sure I get a true... What are you doing? No, that's not for you. Yeah, you won't like it. You've got your paw stuck now, haven't you? So yeah, I want to make sure it's a true colour of the purple that we're using. Have you done with that now? Thank you. So we'll just give those a little bit of a clean. Right, let's move your little bum again down there. That's a good girl. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up this little bit of mess because I don't want it to get onto my card because I haven't made any Christmas cards yet. So this could be a very nice Christmas card for somebody, some lucky recipient. So I don't want to make a mess of it and then not be able to use it, do I? So make sure we've got it the right way up. And we're going to go with mainly, I think, the salvage patina and the peacock feathers. So I'm going to go straight onto my card base. So these are our Time Fatigue card blanks. I've used these for years. I absolutely love them. I don't know if we've got many of them left in stock. If any, we may not have any, and I haven't put an order in for such a long time. So we may have to do that because I love this cardstock. It is beautiful. So there we go. So that's my little bit of salvage patina. So Alison says she likes the sound of the brushes. Yeah, so we've, like I say, I'm not going to reveal which colours we've gone for. Obviously we've got some shades already covered. For example, we've got our aqua colour here, which is very much the peacock feathers kind of a shade. So we could really, and we probably should, rebrand them to be like the colours that they do support, because we already have some of those. So our purple is very much like the wilted violet, so we already have a good selection of some of the brighter shades. So that's a little bit of a hint for you. Because I guess we don't have some of those paler hues. But yes, I'm not going to tell you exactly which colours we've gone for. That will be part of the big reveal, but hopefully they're going to be with us very soon. Hopefully before Christmas, and maybe then, you know, a full launch in the new year. Would be really nice. So let's give a little bit of this this lovely milled lavender coming down the from the top there, which just gives a little bit of something, because when we pop this on there, oh, that looks so lovely, doesn't it? Love that. Really do like that. Don't know whether then to do it that way around, because it feels more like sky at the top, but no, I'm still going to do it that way around. It can still be sky at the top, but yeah, no, I like that. That's really cute. I feel like I do still want to just put a bit more of a darker purple just at the very top there. So some of that's going to be covered up, of course. But yeah, that's going to look great. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. What do we think? So Alison says, how long does it usually take to get the foam tape rolls? I know you mentioned you were trying to order some. Yeah, I've been having some real issues with ordering it, to be honest with you. I will be honest, the supplier has just not been very communicative, and I wish I knew somewhere else to go to, because you know, you would like I suppose a more responsive service, you know, when somebody's trying to buy something from you. So yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed that, you know, it's been quite hard to get hold of them, whether it's just a busy time because of the time of the year. And so I am going to keep trying. It is still you know, ongoing. We've come to you know, what I thought was an agreement. But then it hasn't gone any further than that at this stage. So watch this space, and we will hopefully have an answer really soon. Now I'm going to do a bit of splattering here, and I'm going to do 2 different, well, maybe even 3 different types. So I'm going to add a bit of peacock feathers. Let's get my brush here. And have I got some water left? I have. It's a very old water there, but it doesn't have to be anything amazing, because we're just going to splatter that all over the back there. And then that worked really nicely, didn't it? I liked that. And then I'm going to get some of my funnily enough, it's called snowflake. So we'll get some of this. I'll squeeze a little bit of this onto my acrylic block here, and then we'll add a bit more water. My water is probably not the cleanest now, but like I say, it's fine. We just need enough to be able to splatter everything all over my desk in white. But that is pretty perfect amount of splatter, actually. I'm really happy with those 2 different contrasts of colour there. Let's pop that to one side. Now I have to give this a clean really quickly and give my workstation a clean. You can see that this acrylic block has been very much used and abused. Oh, she's gone to sleep on the floor now. So we've currently got white paint literally everywhere, so all over my inks and all over my desk. So I'll try and just clean them up super quick, because this acrylic paint does stick to surfaces once it's dried. I mean, even see, you can see here that my silicone mat is filthy with that paint. So, and I do try and keep obviously everything as clean as possible, but sometimes when you're crafting on the go, it's not that easy to even keep yourself clean. Got paint all over me already. So let's pop these away in my cute little kawaii cat lunchbox. This is actually a lunchbox that has been commissioned for the use of crafting. I'll pop this away. Thanks, Joe. I know I keep on about it. Haha, it's just so good, and I hate using this stupid cheap stuff that stick your scissors. I know, I'm exactly the same. I've got a couple of like rolls that I've already, you know, they're not full rolls, but I've got a couple left, and once they're gone, I'm going to be yeah, I'm going to be struggling. So I will get back on that, and I will keep you posted. So this is drying now. This is going to look so cute. I love that background, love it. So now we've kind of got our colour scheme, which is a non-traditional Christmassy colour scheme. We could have gone for a very traditional, maybe greens, reds, whites, creams, but I was in the mood for something a little bit different. So I'm going to keep those there as my little bit of inspo, because we now need to stamp and colour some of our cute little images here. So let's get these little guys out, and I'm going to use my stamping platform because I'm going to try and stamp as many of these images out as we can. So I might have to move just so I've got a bit of room here. And let's get some of my stamping cards. So this is Crafter's Companion Nina Solar White, which I think I've said before I don't normally use because it's a little bit off-white rather than the brilliant white that we normally use, but I do like it for stamping on. Hey Maisie, what's up? Oh, that's a very big yarn. It's so tiring being a cat, isn't it? So I'm going to do the igloo. I don't know if I'm going to use the igloo. And I definitely like the little guy with his presents. I love the sentiment, it's penguining to look a lot like Christmas. So I think if it's penguining to look a lot like Christmas, we want some of the Christmassy themed characters here. So there's one with the lights, there's one with the presents, one with a bauble, and then we'll do one with a candy cane here. So pop that on there. So we've got 4 little images, and then we're maybe going to have the igloo at the top there, or we'll just have the sentiment at the top there with maybe see, this is such a cute set. Just to, if you guys haven't got it already, there's a little mug there which you can have hot chocolate in. You've got a little Christmas pud, so you can have those in their little flippers. Are they flippers? As well as the ones that have already got little things in their hands. So yeah, so it's really cool from that point of view. So I'm going to stick with this for now, and then if we need anything more, because we have, you know, this is meant to be a quick card and we're going to have lots of images to colour here. But like I said, I think the great thing about penguins is that they are pretty much the same colour. All we've got to do is colour their accessories in. So yeah, so let's give this a go. Might have to stamp this a couple of times. Oh, I've got a bit of something on that one there. That's not going to stamp properly. So I've got a bit of fluff, probably a bit of Maisie fluff on my stamp. So just want to move that and give that another ink in. And let's. You're going to go in your little box. Have a little sleep in your box. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I think I might just stamp that. What am I doing? I'm not going to get very far using the lid, am I? It's because I'm being distracted by a cat. But I'm just going to stamp that again. Perfect. Lovely. Lovely work, Maisie. Lovely work. So, again, we're going to clean up as we go. And I've also very recently, if you watched previous shows, I have recently bought quite a few new, not new colours as such, but replacement colours for my Copics. So that means that we've got some refreshed markers in the shades that I use the most, and greys do tend to be some of the most used because they are, you know, perfect for little critters. So yeah, I think I tend to use the N shade of greys for my for my penguins. So like I say, I think I've topped up my my colours there, so we should have a good selection. So let's put that there. And then like I say, I've got my colour scheme here, haven't I? So let's start with the actual penguins, because that's always a good place. And like I say, I'm going to go with the N shade. So we've got an N7, N3, and I need my N5. Where's that gone then? There it is, looking at me. So I'm going to start with the N7, sorry. Now, I think you've probably heard me say before that at the moment I'm working with a webcam, so I can't zoom in on this webcam. I am thinking, I wished I'd thought of it during the Black Friday sales. I was too busy with our own sale to actually look at anything for myself. But thinking about it would have been a good idea to get a new camera, wouldn't it, in the sales? So I may regret not having done that sooner, but we may have to have a look at that so that we've got that facility to zoom. But the camera that I used to have was a really good camera, and it wasn't an expensive one, it was. So if any of you were thinking about, I'd love to film some of my own craft videos and things, the camera that I used before was not an expensive one at all. I think it was about maybe £50, something like that, for a HD camera that you could live stream from, which is what I used to do, but obviously you can also record as well and upload. Really great camera for the price. It's now not available, sold out, don't know when it's coming back in stock, so it's likely that isn't going to I'm not going to be able to get that same one, which is a shame because it had all the features on it really that I needed. And why it just stopped working, I don't know. I think it's probably because it was a cheaper one, but I've been using it for a few years, so it doesn't really owe me anything. I'm not mad that it's stopped working, because I've definitely got my money's worth out of it, I would say. So I'm just using 3 shades of grey just to try and give it a little bit of dimension, and we use grey instead of black, because if you were to just use black it would look very flat, and they're very silky and velvety looking, I think, penguins, aren't they? So you want to show some of that. Marie says, I wish I could have participated in the Black Friday video. You were busy with Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, how fabulous. So yeah, I guess Black Friday was really created around Thanksgiving, wasn't it, in the States? And then we've all just jumped on the bandwagon for the sales, because obviously we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here. And it's a little bit, I always think about Thanksgiving, it feels like it's like having a second Christmas Day, with the celebrations and families coming together, and it's just really lovely. So, and you're getting that time to spend together. So decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, and just do the darker bits on each, and then coming in with my mid-tone to bring those together, and then because they are such small images, they're really easy to colour. We're hoping that we might have some more of those style of live videos as well, Marie, in the future, because it was really good fun. And, you know, I think the proof was in the fact that, you know, we had so many people take up the bargains on during that live. It was such a good night. So something we definitely want to do more of. Takes a bit of organising, of course, but it was great to have Ant on board as well, which I know he really loved being able to be part of. So I'm going to use some toner one now, just to add a little bit of shadow to the body. I was saying before, I always order a few of my colours at the same time. So I do when I'm reordering my Copics. So I've done a check of all of my pens, all of them. I tested them all because I thought if any more need replacing, I'm going to do them all at the same time. Pretty sure that this toner one is now needing replacing. And it seemed perfectly fine when I put the order in, so that's what's really frustrating. But I did get a new blender pen because you always need a blender pen, and that you know, the proof of that is that my blender pen hadn't been working for ages. That had, you know, I'd really run out. So I was determined I was going to replace this, which I did. And that just helps them blend out the edges of something like this. If you want it to pretty much look white, but you want it to have a little bit of dimension. So on screen you probably can barely even see that there's any colour there, but there is. So that's my grey shades. Now we can add a little bit of colour. Let's have a look. A bit of maybe Y15, maybe a bit of Y19 for a lovely bright yellow beak and feet. I mean, I don't know if they actually do have such bright yellow feet, but it looks fun and festive, so we're going to go with it. And I'm colouring these in super quick, but that does just show how quickly you can colour these in. I mean, we've got 4 images here and we're going to colour them in super quick. But if you wanted to take more time, then definitely do. So, a little bit of shading, as always. But I'm only using 2 colours here. I'm not going to go mad because the space is small. But that already looks cute. And then for the little rosy cheeks, I've got a little bit of pale pink in the R20, which will just create a nice little bit of blush for their cheeks. And these are adorable little characters that just really come to life once you start to colour them. So I'm going to do because we've got what you would traditionally use reds for, but I feel like because we've gone with this sort of colour scheme, a true red might be a little bit too red. So let's have a little look at my R40. I've not got my reading glasses, can't read what that says, but I'm going to say I think it's an R46. I've got an R49, I can see that, and an R43. I can't see because my eyes are horrendous, but I think that might be right. So this is the R46 and it is actually called Strong Red, but on my my chart here, it actually looks really nice, more of a purpley red. So yeah, I think that's going to be a nice shade of red that's going to go with our theme, rather than a more salmony cherry red. So let's colour in some bits that would be red. And the berries would be red. I think we'll give him a red Santa style hat. Okay. And then I think we'll just do a couple of red bits here. So red's almost becoming our accent colour then, just by default really. For the mistletoe, again, I'm just going to keep it so simple, because it's a small image. There's no need to go crazy. That T1 is great to add that little bit of shadow around there. So what else have we got? We've got our little bauble, and I'm going to use, let me look at my cool grey 3 here for the top of there. And then let's have a think about what colours are going to look good against our background here. Let's have a look at, we've got a bit of a purple shade. That might look quite good. Bit of a purple. We don't want too much, but let's just do a little bit of a purple bauble. And then we'll do a little bit of, this is Coral Sea. Might be not quite blue enough. Yeah, this is a bit more bluey. Let's try this one. This is BG15. Looks quite green, but could be very much like the peacock feathers, this one. So that's cute. That is aqua, pure aqua, that one. So let's go with a bit of what should we do? Let's do aqua along the top of there, like so. And then I did go with the V22, which is a very pale, almost grey kind of a colour. Let's have a look at the BV00. Is that a bit more? It's fairly similar. And then a pop of brighter purple on the bow on the top there. A nice little mixture of purples and teals. So I've just gone over that with the BV00 because it's a little bit of a brighter purple that I think probably looks a little bit better. So for the igloo, which I've not 100% decided that we're going to use, but if we do, then I've got the pale aqua, which is going to be great to add a bit of colour pretty much everywhere. It goes all the way around there, and then around the door as well, because that is a little snowy door. For the door, I think I might go with, where did I put, there it is, found it. I might go with the strong red, you know, because that's coming through as a bit of an accent colour, isn't it? So we'll do a red door. And this is the R43, which is very pink, but I'm going to blend that out. We might have to do a little bit of tip to tip here, just to blend that. Lovely. Not done the tip to tip technique for quite a while, but that is a really good one if you've got, you know, two colours. These are next to each other on the Copic spectrum, so there isn't a mid-tone between these, but they are quite, you go from quite a light colour to quite a dark colour, so having a little bit of you know, mixing in between will give you that mid shade. So that I used the BG triple zero. Have I got a BG 00 or just an 01? I don't know whether the 01 might be a little bit too strong, but let's have a little look. This is aqua blue, so yeah, we can work with this, I think, because that will just give us a bit more definition around these blocks. So I'm just going to use it sort of around the edges. So that you can see a little bit of where those connections are. Hello Maisie, you're back again. And around that door as well. Hi Maisie, you've been so helpful. People really love being able to see your fluff. There we go. Oh, that's really nice. So then we just soften some of those edges with the BG 000 now. So that's that one. So we're just going to soften those edges. Oh, thank you. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. I feel like this pen could do with a bit of a re-inking now. Typical, isn't it? You buy a load of new pens and then you realise that there's one that you didn't get replaced. Well, possibly two. So I think that looks great. I mean, I love, as you know, I absolutely love my colouring in, and I love this process. I'm going to go with a purple doorknob. That's cute. And then inside the door, I think it might be quite nice just to have, because we've got a little bit of yellow going on, a little bit of yellow in the background, as if we've got a little bit of light in there. That just finishes that off. So I'll bring this a bit close to the camera Love the colour palette of the card. Oh, thank you, Shani. So that is a little bit of a close-up. Let's chop this up a little bit so that we can pop it through the machine, because I'm just going to use the small machine. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're not doing too bad, actually. We're not doing too bad. So pop that into there. Let's get my dies out. Where have my dies gone? Here they are. And then we can start doing a little bit of organising, can't we? So we've got our guy here with the lights, bauble, presents, and then we've got this guy kicking up his feet. We've got a candy cane. Perfect. So we're going to need a bit of washi tape. We're going to line these up just so that we can see some of the black outline inside that die shape. And the same this guy. So what is everyone up to this evening? Are you crafting or watching, or crafting and watching, or crafting and listening? I tend to do a bit of crafting and listening. And what do you guys do when you craft? If you're not watching me, do you watch other craft videos while you craft? Does that, you know, inspire you to craft? Or do you watch your craft videos separately, and then when you sit down and craft, you listen to some music maybe, or listen to a podcast? I'm very much somebody who will half watch a TV program, because obviously I'm looking down all the time at what I'm doing, but I listen to because I like a lot of crime documentaries. So a lot of those, there's not a great deal of action necessarily, there's a lot of talking. It's a bit like a podcast really, I suppose, in that you can just listen and look up occasionally, you know. So that's what I tend to do. Alison said, that's so funny, as I was just about to say, it's so nice crafting while watching you craft. Oh, so you are crafting. Oh, that's fab. I love that. I love to, you know, to imagine that you're all crafting along with me, and we're having a little bit of a craft along session together. I know it's something that I would like to do, is have some face-to-face craft sessions. Alison says it feels like I'm doing it with a friend. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, it does for me too. That's why I like to think that we're all just sat crafting together and chatting away together. Marie says, cutting up peppers for my supper right now. Have crafty YouTube videos on while you craft. I love that. I love watching craft videos on YouTube. And Lynn says, oh gosh, no, I can't only craft. I can only craft. No other distractions, takes me long enough as it is. Oh, bless you. So you can't watch anything, but do you listen to any music, or do you just have silence? I don't know if I could craft in silence. I would have to have something going on, I think. But then that is very much me anyway. So, and it's funny because Aunt's stepmom was saying that Aunt's dad has to have like noise in the background. He always has the TV on, even, you know, as soon as they walk in the house kind of thing, the TV goes on just to have some noise. And I'm the same. I have to have the TV on all the time, and it's yeah, I can't have silence. It's weird. But I wouldn't have music on either. It has to be talking. That's why I like the craft channels, the craft TV, because it feels like you're crafting along with someone, you're just having a chat. And and it's nice just to have someone in the background chatting away. So yeah, that's very much what I do. Alison says, before the live, I was just listening to and watching the film Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. It's based on the Judy Blume book. I remember reading as a teenager. I didn't know there was a film. Do you know, I kind of knew there was a film, but I forgot there was a film. And I read that book when I was a teenager as well, Alison, so I would like to watch that. Lynn says, I have to be silent so that, I can't see what that says. What does it say? Oh, so that the cat doesn't hear you. Yeah, well, maybe that's where I'm going wrong, because I'm attracting the cats, aren't I, with my talking. So, shall we have a look at our little arrangement, because I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my sentiment here as well. So we've got our little igloo. Oh my God, I love my igloo. That is cute. And then we've got all of our little guys. See, I'm wondering whether to pop that down there, and then we have him up there. Oh, it's still in the thing. I wondered where that had gone. My little candy cane had got stuck. Oh my God, that's cute. What do you want? Put him there. The candy cane. So there is a candy canes going either way. I've used the one that's going the wrong way, but it's not really the wrong way. I probably would have preferred it going that way though. Oh, she's going in a little box. Oh, that's too cute. I mean, she's enormous and this box is tiny. How she's comfortable, I have no idea. I will have to put a picture on somewhere on the friends page maybe to say, look at her, she's daft. So the sentiment that I've got here is it's penguining to look a lot like Christmas. I don't think it's going to fit because of my penguin look. So unless I chopped it up. So it's penguining to, yeah, so if we did it's penguining to look a lot like Christmas. That would work, wouldn't it? Do I stamp it and then cut it up? Might do that. That's a good idea. See how that works. It's only a good idea if it works. So that's the card that we've done the stamping on, but like I say, it's not bright white, so I'm going to grab some bright white card, which I should have got a piece here. Oh, it's a nice sized piece. And you stamp this with some memento, because that's a really nice impression. So with one that's this long, just let it fall where it wants to fall. And let's get all that lovely ink on there, and then just do a little rock. Make sure we've got it all on there. Beautiful. And then Christmas. I'm going on this one. Lovely. Okay, so pop that back up there. Where's my honestly, she looks adorable. I'm going to take a picture of her now. This is a live picture that I will then post later of Maisie in a box. She's just so cute. So cute. So I also need to share with you the pictures of the gingerbread house that we made for them. I have to be set. Yeah, I'm going to need to see to. I'm going to need to set. For some reason, there's like something in the way of the comments that I can't see. I think it says need this set and the gingerbread one for sure. Yes, Shani, you definitely will. I'm a bit of an enabler there, aren't I? So let me pop that one there. This has actually turned out to be quite a cute little colour scheme. I don't know where it came from really, just somewhere in my brain. I always try and be, I always think I'm going to be a little bit more pastel in my shades, be a bit more, maybe a bit more neutral or a little bit more subtle, and I always end up doing bold. So I think I just need to accept that I just love bold, bright colours. Ashley on the design team does the most beautiful, bold, bright cards. I love them, and I find them really inspiring. When I look at them, I think, oh, that's what I want to make. I want to make one just like Ashley, because they're always so beautiful, and her photos of them are always so beautiful as well. So I know you guys must have seen that we've also got the a design team call going. The last day for entries to that, or applications even for that, is tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 1st of December, is that right? Is that actually 30 days after September, April, June and November? Yes, so wow. So it's actually the 1st of December tomorrow. Does anybody have their decorations up already? And is absolutely not before December. So I've said to him, well, Sunday then they're going up. We are putting up our decorations on Sunday. And because I think if you leave it, my thoughts on it are, which might not be everybody's thoughts, and what everybody does is, you know, it's what suits you and your family. But I sometimes think if you leave it too late, well then you've not really had enough time to get the enjoyment out of them. And we all spend, you know, hard-earned money on our, you know, on our Christmas deckies and things. So I want to enjoy them for as long as is reasonable, shall we say, because otherwise you've not, you know, I don't know, it just seems a waste not to have them up for a little bit longer. That's my justification. That's my way of justifying it to Anne. So I kind of get away with it. So now we've got a little bit of a plan here now, look. So we've got Christmas there. And then I've cut out this sentiment with the coordinating dies. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little cut between the two and the look. Or do I cut? Maybe we do. I'm going to do it the other way. I'm actually going to do penguin in, because that's in uppercase. I'm just going to slice that off. It's penguin in, and then I'm just going to tidy up that little edge there so it looks like it's been die cut still. This would be easier if I'd got my reading glasses on, because I can't actually see what I'm doing. But I think we've got it. And then that will go in the middle so that we've made our sentiment fit into the area that we wanted it. Oh, I love that. I can't, honestly, I don't know why this is getting in the way for me to not be able to see your comments, but there's a little weird little emoji thing come up. Maybe if I just hit that. No, I don't want to open that in the web browser. but your younger sister, is that what it says? Maybe younger sister would love it. Sorry, I'm being a bit rubbish with the comments there. Right, I think that is quite a nice little arrangement. I hope you guys agree. So we can start popping this together now. So, and this actually, you know, didn't take too long at all, really. Considering how many images we've got on it as well. I'm adding a little bit of glue to this guy's little flipper, and then I'm going to pop his candy cane in his little hand there. Not that they have hands, I don't think, do they? I'll pop those there, and then we can stick this on first. So what I would probably do if I was batch making cards, which I never have time to do, and one of these days we are going to do a bit of a craft-a-thon, me and Ant. We're going to get some bits together and we're going to make a load of cards for everyone for Christmas. So what I would probably do is I would colour all the images. So I'd have a design that would be interchangeable, you know, would have a few different, maybe 3 or 4 versions using the same ingredients, if you like. So it might be a different sentiment perhaps that you'd apply, or maybe a slightly different mix of the same images. And then I would colour all of the images up. We'd spend a bit of time colouring a load of backgrounds up, and then we'd come together and we'd put all those bits together, and do a little bit of a an assembly line, which would be cute. Okay, so let's get some of that special foam tape out, shall we, Alison? So I've got a thick foam roll and a thin foam roll. Now I will tell you, Alison, that the large foam roll I don't think we're going to be able to get. It's too expensive now, post-COVID times. So the thick one, I think, is probably going to be out of our reach, but we will be able to do the thinner one. So that's fine. But while I've got the thicker one, I'm going to go for it. It's such a shame because I think the thick one is probably, you know, my favourite, but it would mean that we would have to sell it for about £20 a roll, and I think would people pay it? I don't know. I mean, it's 40 meters, it lasts a long time, but yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think? Would you pay that much for our amazing foam roll? If so, I would do it. I would do it. So we'll just pop a little bit on there. Just trying to remember which order I put them in because I couldn't quite remember. And I just want to put a little bit on the back of these little presents. So I want them to have a little bit of support. I'm just showing off now. Alison said that you'd pay it, would you? I mean, it's definitely worth it, and I think, you know, like I say, this lasts me such a long time, and it's, yeah, it is the best tape. So, you know, watch this space. Watch this space. Let's use some of the thin now for the backs of this. Another idea is to use your foam tape. Your foam. I'll find the words in a minute. The fun foam. To use your coordinating dies, cut out your fun foam and then you've got your, it's the same shape then as your obviously the sentiment, and you don't have to bother with the little bits of tape. Those were the words that I was trying to get out, but I do like using the foam tape on these, because you can sometimes get that little bit of squidging that I mentioned when you use the foam roll. So you don't want to the fun foam, not the foam tape, the fun foam. So, and because this is 5mm in thickness, or width should I say, then it usually fits most of our sentiments really well. So it's penguining to look a lot like Christmas. So that works well, doesn't it? I love that idea. So I don't cut up my actual stamps. I stamp it and then I die cut it, and then I cut the die cut down to the size. And I would highly recommend doing that, especially if you have got the coordinating dies for your sentiments, which I know a lot of companies don't do. It's something that, you know, whenever I can do it, I will do it. We are thinking about bringing out a range of stamps that don't have dies initially, just because I know that makes it more affordable for you guys. There are some people who will just buy the stamps anyway. We definitely sell obviously more of the stamps than the dies, because not everybody can, you know, can stretch to that amount. I'm going to add a little, I feel like I want to add a little bit of support to this candy cane as well, so I'm just going to snip some of this down as well. So yeah, I think it's good to have options. It's good to be able to have the option to get the dies, but I think we're thinking, what if we were able to produce you more designs more often, but maybe they would be without the dies. Can never get the foam not to stretch. Perhaps it's just fun foam I bought. Yeah, it does the same with me, Alison. So that's why I only really use it for something like the I've used it for the die cut frame, because I can trim any excess off. But if you're doing it for something small, you don't have to be trimming all the way around the outside, do you? So yeah, so maybe it is just something that you use for certain dies, for definite. Okay, so there we go. So we're pretty much there. It's just those finishing touches now, which are the bits that I really enjoy. So I like to use my Jelly Roll pen, as you know. So add a few little highlights here and there. It's almost my favourite bit, really. And I do tend to leave it till the end, just because when you're cutting things out, you can smudge some of your handiwork. So I like to leave it to the end, so I know I'm not going to smudge anything. Plus, it's like I say, it's one of my favourite bits to do. So it's almost like saving the best till last. So a few highlights on the heads, and I do like to add a few little just dashes here and there. I think that just adds a nice little touch. And some little highlights on those berries and the bauble. So this door, bit on the door there, cute, and then a few little dots and dashes here and there. Lovely. And then the final thing is we've got our glazed pen, and I'm just going to use this bit of cardstock just to test that that's flowing, and then I'm going to add the glaze, black glaze, to all of their eyes. Thought I had just tested that and it's proving me wrong. Might be a bit cold. There we go. If it's if it doesn't appear to be flowing, the more pressure you put on it. This is something that Katrina once told me, who was on our design team. The more pressure you put on it, the less it flows. You just have to tap it gently and then it will start to flow. And she was right, it does work. So just tap it gently and that will start to flow. And you could, you know, keep adding bits to this, like a bit of glossy accents to that bauble. I think that might be cute. Oh, it's my glossy accents. Oh, my glossy accents has got a bit bunged up. Let's see if we can unclog it. There we go. Bit of glossy accents on there. You might want to put a bit of your stickles. Have I got any crystal stickles? Got some stardust. Lots of stardust stickles. That's my crystal stickles. I do like the stardust actually. I might use the stardust. So you could add a little bit of your stickles, and I know a few people did buy the stickles in the sale, which is cool. So a little bit of stickles just around the edges of oh no, I've blobbed. Just around the edges there, a little bit of glitter, and where we've just put a little bit too much on there, I'm going to use this little bit of oh, there it is. Use my paintbrush and just sweep some of that up. There we go. So we only wanted a little subtle bit of stickles. We didn't want it to go everywhere. And I've just realised I didn't put any on the roof. I mean on the chimney. But I think that looks cute. Oh, I've just see I'm going mad now. A bit on his pom-pom. Love that. Love it. So there we go. We're all done. I'm going to pop them away. I've knocked my camera out of the way now. So there we go. That's the finished card with some sparkles. Oh, I'm really happy with that. It turned out not to be the quickest card. You know, I'm not very good at quick cards, but I think that is just a really cute little Christmas card. So I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for crafting along and joining me tonight. we will be here right up until Christmas with our crafting live, so do keep joining me on a Thursday. And if anybody's got any requests for what they'd like to see during the shows, then do let me know. You can always drop us a message via Facebook or on YouTube. So do let me know, because it's you know, otherwise I just have a little bit of a random craft, which I know we all like to do. So it's real life, isn't it? But if there's anything specific that you want me to do, then please do let me know. I'm gonna go. Oh, Marie says cute. Alison says she loves it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching tonight and keeping me company. And obviously Maisie's kept me company, so I'll send you some pictures of her a bit later on. Shani says love. Thank you guys. I will sign off for now. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Keep nice and warm and toasty and safe. And yeah, I will see you next Thursday for some more crafty fun. See you soon, guys. Thank you.